What is up, Yappers? This is Time for Talks with Rita and Ari, and today we are talking about struggles. We're just here to vent today.
Yeah, we don't have any advice. We might brainstorm about solutions, however, but no real life advice from us.
Well, I mean, the holidays have hit. I've been cramming in work like crazy lately. New Year's is around the corner, and a lot of stuff is happening for everyone, so...
I'm just exhausted already, and I haven't even started school.
I know, right?
Do you want to go first? Take it away?
I don't know. There's stuff here, there, everywhere. I don't even know. Somewhere. Biggest struggle is work right now, currently. So I'm supposed to take two drug tests for this job. Was not informed of it, nor did I do two. I only did one, which is the mouth swab.
Yeah.
And usually stuff and like bacteria stays in your mouth for 72 hours.
Yeah. And then it kind of
yeah, it goes away.
Yeah.
So
that noise exactly.
Only that. Can't really get much. And obviously if you're doing drugs,
yeah,
you could wait a week and then go do it and then come back, and obviously it's going to show clean because you haven't been doing it. But with a hair follicle test,
they stay a while.
Oh, they stay for a long time. So everything that they need is going to be there in your hair. Well, guess which test they then do? The hair follicle test. Like, it would have been fine without the mouth swab, but the hair one has to be done.
Yeah.
And I straight up told them, because I had a conversation with my office worker, and we were talking about the drug test, and she was like, oh yeah, there's the hair one, and I was like, what? And she was like, oh, it's required to do your hair. And I'm like, I didn't do a hair follicle test at all. She's like, oh, that's weird, because usually you're supposed to do that before you even get the job. And I'm like, I don't know. And then while I was out sick yesterday, I got a call saying, hey, you're not allowed back at work, period, until you get this test done. Figure it out.
Yeah.
So because what I'm doing right now is kind of like a contract situation. I'm going through a company for this company. And so I had to get in contact with the company that I'm working through and be like, hey, what the poo, guys? And they're like, oh, gee, my bad. Here, go to this place, get it done now. And I was like, yes, sir, will do right now. And within the hour, I had already went there, got it done.
Yeah.
They took a lot of hair out.
Yeah.
There was a big chunk.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's crazy that they just didn't do it with the other drug test.
Yeah.
They should have just been like, oh, 2 birds, 1 stone type deal.
That's the thing, is the hair follicle test was at a whole different other facility. The mouth swab was where I was already at.
That's very unorganized.
It very is, but oh well.
Yeah, that's very...
But I finally got the hair test done day of, within an hour of the call and everything.
Yeah.
And obviously it's sent in. We're waiting on results, but they said results could take anywhere between 2 to 3 days, which by the time they come in,
it would have been the end of this week, which we're recording on a Wednesday. So it would have been in by Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. And so by then, it's like, there's no point in work. And I only worked Monday.
Yeah.
So right there is not a lot of money. So it's just kind of like a what the poo moment.
Yeah. Literally.
But the office worker that I mentioned earlier pulled some strings for me. And she said that I would be allowed to come back to work before the results even come in.
Yeah.
Because luckily enough, I went to school with her.
Yeah.
And she knows who I am. She knows how I am. So she knows.
Yeah. She knows you're a good person and you probably wouldn't be doing that.
No. I don't got money for that.
Yeah, man.
Nor the time, nor the energy, nor the cares.
Yeah,
There sounds like a lot of trouble that just ain't worth it.
Yeah.
And like, I get it, it's a struggle, and like once you're on it, it's hard to get off of it, so it becomes your main priority in life.
Yeah.
But while you can, if you're not on it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Not worth your time.
There's no point. Like, everyone's like, oh, it makes you look cool. It doesn't.
It doesn't. Go get a bowl of ice cream and actually enjoy family or friends or your life.
Like, what I do, I eat ice. Because I'm iron deficient. Yes, that's a thing. You eat ice. You crave eating ice when you're iron deficient.
A lot of pregnant women have that issue where they eat a lot of ice.
Yeah, and so...
Because their iron is so... Especially having babies.
Yeah. But it's great. We're great. We're thriving. Just don't do drugs, kids. Like, just say no.
To drugs.
Also...
And alcohol and everything.
Totally off topic, but... What frustrates me about that whole campaign that they did, the just say no thing, that's all they did. Like, they didn't teach you about, like...
No.
What it was and what is included in it. They just used fear tactics to be like, don't do it or else you'll die, which...
I mean, yeah, but...
Yes and no. Like, I know several people who have done all sorts of things and haven't died.
Yeah. Like, it's not something you die immediately from unless it's unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah. And, like, if you're trying to tell kids, hey, don't do this, you need to tell them, like, why. Like, not that you'll die. You need to say you could have these side effects and you'll get addicted to it, probably. And because most people do. Yeah. And it'll become your entire life. And you want friends, right? Like, that's my issue with that whole campaign. It was just... fear tactics. Yeah. And that doesn't really work on kids. Which, when they get to a certain age and start seeing people doing these things, and they're like, oh, they're not dying.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, the program that I actually enjoyed was DARE.
Yes.
DARE did a fantastic job on explaining and had a book that would teach you about it, let alone at the end, when I went through my program, because... The town I lived in was very infested with drugs, so it was a mandatory thing to have DARE.
Yeah.
At the end of the subject and, like, everything, they would have you write an entire essay as this little kid, and it doesn't have to be formal. It just has to be an essay on what you learned, and basically, like, describing, like, why it's bad, and giving good information, and, like,
it was everything. Like a research paper, kind of? Yeah. We didn't do that here.
Here's the thing, I did so good on my paper, I actually won a gift basket and a toy.
Dang! Dang,
and a coin.
You're never doing drugs.
No! I'm so good.
Ooh, that spike was wild. Sorry about that, guys.
Nah, no, I did so stinking good. That doll, though, was ugly. It was freakishly ugly, and it was stiff, and I gave it to a friend. I was like, hey, I know you like stuffed toys, and I don't. There you go.
Yeah.
She took it. I used to have the coin, but I just got rid of it this year because it was crusty and old.
Yeah.
As a little kid, you don't really take care of stuff.
Yeah.
So, I got rid of that. Which I wish I didn't, but it's also like...
It was icky.
It was icky.
Yeah.
It was so
Anyway, that was really off topic.
That was.
Yeah. My thing about work, I don't really have anything, like, horrible happening at my work. Like, a kid broke his finger today playing football. Like, that was kind of wild. He was a second grader, I think. And so my boss called over the walkie-talkies, because we have a walkie-talkie system, so we're not, like, on our phones trying to get a hold of people. We just go over the system, and we're like, hey, we need this kid, whatever. And she came over the system, and she was like, yeah, so football is banned until further notice from kindergarten to 3rd grade. 4th and 5th grade can continue as long as we don't have any more injuries.
Oi. What were they doing that?
I don't know. He probably just jammed his finger really, really badly.
Probably.
That's what I'm thinking happened. I don't know. I'm not with that group anymore.
Well, like, footballs are huge, like, tough
Compared
things.
to their hands? Yes.
I'm surprised that was even allowed to begin with.
Yeah, well, they want the kids to have some fun before and after school.
True, and but it's just so hard to let them have fun because of how tiny they are.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Dang, dude. That's spiked. Stop it.
My stomach hurts, okay?
And then, so I was driving to work today. This is the one thing that made me really, really mad, okay? I was driving to work, and I noticed that I was behind one of my quote-unquote co-workers. She's the lady at the front that, like, checks in all the kids when they get there, so we don't really have to do attendance in the mornings, right? Mm-hmm. And she's kind of old, okay? She's low-key handicapped, but, like, not in a bad way, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. She has something wrong with her inner ear, so if she walks long distances, she gets really, really off balance. It's a whole thing. So she parks in the handicap parking, and she's really, really nice. She's a really, really nice woman, and I like her. However, oh boy. I was driving behind her today, and you know how in neighborhoods when you're going on a road and then another road intersects and there's this big dip?
Yeah.
Okay? That was there. We were going like 25, 30 miles an hour, okay? And she slowed down to 5.
Either she's got a terrible car or she just messed up one time.
Her car was better than my car. Oh. Like, I'm not even kidding. I drive a 2017 Subaru Crosstrek, right? And she has this cute little polychrome wrapped car. Yeah, it's really cute. It's a really cute car. However, I don't like the color scheme of it. It's orange and pink.
Oh,
not my. It's cute, just not for that car.
Is it like a sedan?
I have no idea.
Little 4-door sedan?
Probably.
I think I've seen it around town.
Probably. It's hard to miss.
I really like the color.
And then she didn't speed up.
She stayed at 5?
She stayed at 10.
Wow.
And granted, it was like 2 blocks away from the school, but still.
Angry.
If I wasn't watching, which I am, like I don't have this issue, I would have rear-ended her. Because I'm sorry, but that bump, you don't really need to slow down for. Like, at all.
No, unless you drive a stupid Nissan like me.
Yeah, if you drive a car that has a really long front and it hits the ground when you do that, then you have to slow down. But, like, dude.
Mine is just really low in the front, and it's annoying because I actually have to slow down there. Because any little bump, and I'm like, ugh!
That's how my van was.
Bumper. Well, and, like, I don't have... Even I, though, don't have to, like, slow down terribly bad. Like, 15 to 20 is still good.
Yeah. It's just, like, you do not need to do that. Why are you doing that?
That's slow. Yikes.
And she's the type of person that'll, like, try to start a conversation while you're trying to, like, punch in.
Oh.
And you're like, girl, I need to go punch in. I'm gonna be late. Like, shut up.
I used to have that issue. I always hated that because I'm like, okay, like, I'm trying to earn money here.
Like, girl, I got here 25 minutes early because I wanted to, like, hang out with my mom. Because my mom works at the same school I do. And I was interviewed at a different school, and the other lady that interviewed me didn't know my mommy. So, no, it's not. I'm not a Nepo baby.
Nepo baby?
I'm not that, okay? Listen here. I'm not that.
Okay.
But, like, girl, she asked me, hey, where'd you get your coffee from one day? And I had a Starbucks cup in my hand with the logo facing towards her. I was like, girl, it's Starbucks. And she's like, oh, okay. Have a good shift. Girl. Okay. But then she was like, what did you get? I was like, a caramel macchiato. Like, my bad. I'm pretty basic when it comes to coffee, you guys. As long as it has caffeine, good stuff.
I'm yawning. I'm so tired, gang.
Stop it then.
I haven't been feeling good, and I feel like poo.
Yeah. You want to vent about people now?
Not really.
Not really?
People make me angry.
Me too, girl. Me too. I'll start then, so that you can save your fury for later.
Oh. Yay.
Okay, so we have this... Not even acquaintance anymore. We really don't like her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. She posted on her story today. Right? Today?
Yes. Yeah. 11 hours ago.
Yeah. She like took a couple second video of her little sister doing her makeup in the mirror.
Oh, that must be a different, like a friends only thing, because
it might be a friends only thing,
because I did not see that.
I'll show you it later.
Okay.
And then she said it's so surreal because like she shouldn't have to be growing up like this, like having to wear makeup, and it's so unfair that she has to grow up like this. And I'm like, girl,
what?
She's just doing makeup for fun. I know her sister like really, really well. Yeah. And she's not the type of person to be like, oh, I hate the way I look, so I'm gonna wear makeup. And there's no problem with doing that.
Yeah.
Side rant, there's no problem with that. Like, if you want to do that because you feel insecure, you don't have to do that. You don't.
Yeah.
Because you're perfect the way you are. But if you want to, that's totally chill. That is your choice.
Yeah.
But her sister is not like that. Like, she's probably just doing it for fun. And she then took her little sister's baby pictures and, like, posted them on her story and was like, this is who I'm talking about when I say my little sister. And I'm like, girl, she's the same person. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Right?
Like, so my brother, 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
I'm not about to whip out the baby photos
right?
I have and be like, this is who I'm talking about. Like, no.
Like, girl.
That's a grown-ass man who has a job. I'm not talking about his baby picture. I'm talking about the man he is now.
Yeah.
Like, and, what?
And maybe she's had some bullying in the past that causes her to, like, do makeup. And that's totally fine. And I understand that, kind of. But also, why are you calling attention to it? Like, if she has insecurities about that, why are you pointing them out?
Yeah, leave it alone.
Like, why are you doing that to your sister? If you're thinking of her as, like, your baby sister, stop it.
Literally. You look horrible.
Also, she posted, like, a selfie of her and her sister side by side. One, they look nothing alike, which is crazy because they used to look like twins.
Is that the one that she posted?
I think so.
That was her sister?
Yeah, that was her sister. See what I mean?
They look nothing alike.
And she's wearing barely any makeup in that picture. She's either...
Her?
Yeah.
That's her sister?
Yes. She's either really, really good...
pretty. And then her ugly face is there. Like, put that tongue away. Nobody wants to see your tongue out.
Yeah.
You know what you could do? Go brush it. Go brush that tongue.
Dude.
We can see what you ate a week ago. Go brush your tongue. Nobody cares.
She's either really, really good at makeup or she didn't put that much on.
She doesn't look to have any on.
Maybe mascara, a little bit of blush, and then eyebrow stuff. Yeah. Just because her eyebrows are really crisp in that picture.
Yeah.
Nothing more than that. Maybe some lip gloss. Like,
you don't even have to do you don't even have to, like, put anything in your eyebrows. If you have brushy eyebrows and you just pluck them, you can make them look good.
Yeah. I put a little bit of red in my eyebrows because I dye my hair red, and having blonde eyebrows and red hair looks kind of weird. Funky. So I put a little bit of red in my eyebrows, you guys. But that's it, unless I put mascara on. So
I'm just too lazy to do anything.
Yeah, that's usually how I am. So stop pointing out stuff about your sister. Like,
it's weird.
Leave her alone.
I think what she's doing is she's pointing out her own insecurities and then projecting it on her own sister.
I think probably, yeah.
Because her sister's pretty.
Her sister is very pretty.
But then there's her. Where is... Anyways.
Let me find it for you. There you go. You want to read it out loud?
Watching my baby sister doing makeup before school is such an ethereal feeling. She's not supposed to grow up like this. She's not supposed to do makeup. She's not supposed to care what people think. She's not a baby anymore. Girl, that's one, controlling. Two, she can do whatever she wants.
Like,
you are not her mom.
Why do you care?
Nobody cares.
And then she said, with
why?
the baby pictures, why? This is who I'm seeing when I say that. My little baby sister. And they're like pictures of her when she's probably 4 or 5, maybe. And then she posts the selfie, which, let's zoom in on her face real quick. Yeah, she has a little bit of highlighter under her eyebrows, a little bit of eyeshadow.
It's not even caked on. That's the issue. It's not even caked on.
Like, it's not to the point that she's trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
It's just accenting her features that are already there.
Yeah, it's highlighting the beauty.
Yeah.
Like
why? People, am I right?
I hate judgmental people who have to project their insecurities on others because that's just not okay. Like, if you got a problem, figure it out.
Like, deal with it. Go to therapy or something.
Yeah, don't put it on other people like, oh my gosh, how could they? How could you?
Why are you doing
Stupid?
That? Yeah.
Making them angry.
Yeah, me too. I don't understand how that popped into her head that she was like, I should post this. Because her sister probably doesn't even know that she posted that.
No.
And granted, I'm projecting when I say that because we don't really like her all that much. Like, you know. But she's not looking at the camera. She's
obviously hiding her phone behind the blanket while her own sister's minding her own damn business.
Yeah, and maybe she got permission from her sister to say, hey, can I post this? But she's also not really that kind of person.
She's not that person, no.
So
I would honestly, if I had her sister snap, I'd be like, hey, you know your sister posted this, right?
I'm sure she knows. Because if I saw it, her sister probably saw it. I could probably text her sister, though.
I'd probably do that. Because, honestly, for me, if I was being posted, I would have an issue.
I might just be like, hey, you doing all right?
Yeah, because, honestly, respecting someone's boundaries and personal space and just posting them on your own story for God knows who is watching, that's just not right. Like, unless you got permission.
Yeah, the baby pictures? Are you kidding me?
That's just showing everybody, like, a bunch of privacy.
Yeah, and, like, they're not bad baby pictures.
No.
But, like, that's a step too far, I feel. I ask my boyfriend if I can post, like, something before I post it. Like, if it's National Boyfriend Day or whatever. I'm like, hey, can I post this picture with this caption? He's like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
And that's the thing, is I'm sacred about my baby photos.
Yeah.
When I have a young photo of me, ain't nobody seeing it unless you're a close friend or you're my boyfriend. Yeah. Because that's a ha-ha funny moment, and only you get to see little twink me. Nobody else.
I don't think I've seen any baby pictures of you. Yeah.
I'll show you photos because I look stupid. Okay. I got a bowl cut. My grandma did me wrong.
Oh my gosh. I have a couple pictures I can show you as well. Don't mind the chair squeaking, by the way.
I'm just fat.
No. Me too.
It do be like that.
Also, the whole... With this same person, she posts these pictures of, like, her in the mirror after, like, gym. Or, like, going to the gym or something, or working out. And she... Trigger warning. She has an eating disorder. And, like, it's triggering for me as well.
Bowl cut. What did I say?
Oh! She did you dirty with that one.
Mm-hmm. I had that for a couple years.
Yikes. And so it's kind of triggering. She would say something like, this outfit is eating, but I'm not. And I'm like, girl, why are you doing that? Because you and I, we make fun of our size for laughs.
All the time, yeah.
Like, it's fun for us, because we both know, like, One, when it's too far. And two, like, it's funny.
My aunt's wedding. Oh, God. Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Yeah, like, constantly I'll be sitting here going, like, I'm fat. And then, like, I'll sit here and joke about it. Yeah. It's not like I'm going into a crisis of, oh my God.
Yeah, and, like...
Wacky teeth.
Like, every once in a while, I get a little, about it. Mm-hmm. But even then, you know, like, okay, don't joke about it. You know, like, you can read the signs.
You can read the room.
Like,
unless you're illiterate.
Even then, there are no words, you guys.
Unfortunately, some people.
Yeah, and we go to quote-unquote youth group. Which...
No, we really shouldn't.
We're 18/19.
Oh, yeah, you're only 18, aren't you?
I'm a baby.
You're anyway. Just a baby.
And, that's why I say quote-unquote, because, like, dude, I'm in college. Like, what? And they're so high energy.
Oh! Owie!
Gorgeous.
Oh, I don't know about gorgeous.
They're so high energy, and I understand that they're kids, but holy crap.
Well, a lot of them aren't even just kids. A lot of them are high school.
I know.
And it's like, how can high schoolers be this energetic?
I wasn't that energetic in high school. I can guarantee it. Like, back in middle school and elementary school, maybe. Okay? Yeah. Maybe I was that energetic. But in high school, no. High school was some of the worst years of my life. I'm not even gonna lie.
Like,
for sure, freshman and sophomore years were the worst years of my life.
Yeah. And, like, just growing up, like, I would have my moments of being energetic.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I most of the time was always like...
Yeah.
Tired.
Who else do we want to talk crap about?
Everyone. I hate being guilt-tripped.
Yeah, and I get that.
And I know someone in my life, I left to be unnamed, is very good at guilt-tripping me.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I hate losing people I'm close to, but I also hate being disrespected or not treated the way I should.
Yeah.
So...
Because you have the philosophy of you hurt me once, goodbye type deal.
Mm-hmm. But, like, if I'm, like, super, super, super close with you, I might give you another chance, depending on the situation, but it hurts to be stuck in such a predicament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would do in your situation.
I don't know.
Man, I wouldn't be able to handle it. I know that much. Emo phase.
I was cute, though.
You were cute.
When I don't have a bowl cut. Yeesh.
At least it was somewhat layered, though.
I remember this cake.
Aww.
It was pretty. It's pretty good, too.
I'm gonna show... Yeah, I just, like... The whole situation you're in is crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't know what to do, honestly.
Yeah. Very cute.
I have so much more that I could go through. Wait. I don't know. It's hard to be in a nutshell and not know what to do. And, like, I also love supporting people, but it's hard to support people when they keep hurting me.
Yeah. And granted, my thing is nowhere near the severity of your thing, but with our friend that needs help with schoolwork and music work and stuff like that, I'm happy to help. But when I get home at like 9:00 p.m. and I have to get up at 5:45 in the morning to go to work and work with 4th and 5th graders, I do not want to talk with you about, I don't know, schoolwork. I'm friggin' exhausted.
Going to bed.
I am not answering your calls unless you text me earlier in the day and say, hey, when you get a chance, can you call me? I will be more than happy to call you then. But if you call me out of the blue, stop it. I'm not gonna answer.
That's how I am. I hate being called. Unless it's an emergency, don't call me.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather a message saying, hey, I'm gonna call, or like even, hey, you okay to call? You free to call? Or like...
That's what I try to do. Unless I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pick you up, you need to be ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like earlier when I called you, I wanted to send a message, but I was like, this is something that needs to be done now. Yeah. So I was just like...
Yeah. That was wild.
Yeah, I still can't believe they didn't have it. I think they did. She just doesn't realize.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, well.
It sounds like a Christmas drink. The name of it. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we went to Starbucks and the woman said, we don't have that anymore, LOL, when I got it literally this morning.
And then the drink I got was Christmas themed and should have been done a week ago.
Yeah, so. Starbucks, get it together! No, yeah, that's, I have issues with that too. Knowing when to be like, okay, chill. You know, I have issues with that. You just have to find the happy medium, and it might not be happy for everyone. That's where people pleasing sucks.
And I'm terrible about people pleasing. I was worse about it before.
Yeah.
Not as bad now, but I still have that issue from time to time.
Because, like, I remember texting you and being like, after hearing parts of the situation, I was like, dude, this is going to come off as horrible. I do not mean it horribly. But you need to do da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay?
I know. And I was like, I know. I just don't want it.
I know. And, like, I know you didn't really ask for my advice in that situation, but I was like, dude, please, I need to put my 2 cents in there.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm never going to really say no to advice, so.
I know, but sometimes it's annoying when you get advice.
From everyone. Yeah. And you're just like...
And sometimes you're like, I already know what I'm going to do, so why are you...
Yeah.
What are you doing?
My boyfriend does that with me a lot. He'll try to give me advice, and I'm like, shut up!
Yeah, my boyfriend does that too. He's like, do you know what you're going to do? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm just going to do it. I don't need to talk about it. Because that's how I am. Like, if I have a plan for something, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I don't really want to talk the whole thing through.
Yeah, I don't want to explain myself to you. And then, like, he says, well, you should do this, 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 and this. And I was like, yeah, I know. That's the plan. And he's like, oh.
Oh, you know what I hate? Oh my god, it just escaped my mind.
What do you hate? My boyfriend says, you should do this, 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 and this. I'm like, yeah, that's the plan. I already have that in my brain. I thought me repeating what I said would help.
I know, right? I forgot what I was going to say.
I have a 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. class this next semester on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Ew.
It's a drawing class, or like a 2D class. So like painting and drawing and all that stuff. And it's with a professor that you either love him or you hate him.
Oy.
Which I've already had him in some other classes, and I know that I like him. It's just his teaching style is like, oh, if you don't know how to do something, you got YouTube. Yeah. So I'll probably spend countless nights looking up things in YouTube. And if he says something like, you didn't do this technique right, I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, I had this one, I was about to name drop him. I don't know if I should name drop him on here. I had this certain art teacher in high school that would literally give you detention for going to the bathroom in his art class. He sent me to the dean of students for being late because I bussed back and forth from 2 schools twice a day. And I was late and left early from his class one day. And the dean of students looked at me and went, Are you you? I'm not going to name drop my full name here. And I was like, yeah. And this was before I dyed my hair. This was before, like, I wore anything weird. This was before my emo stage. Okay. And so I looked like a full-blown nerd with, like, the fuzzy hair, the fuzzy long hair, blonde, you know, all that. And he was like, "You're fine. Leave. I don't know why you're here." Like, he said those words to me, and I was like, cool.
Yeah, no, I hate when people abuse their power. Cause honestly, with me, I'm just like, okay, up yours.
Yeah, like, if you're not going to respect me, then why should I respect you?
Yeah, no, I hate that. I hate when respected only goes one way.
Yeah, like, just because you're an old fart doesn't mean I have to respect you.
Literally.
Like, I'm sorry you're a senile old coot, but, like, my bad.
Like, if you're gonna demand respect, I will also demand respect.
Yeah. And with that guy that I took the art class from, his bank called him in the middle of class, and he, like, picked up in the middle of class. And we were all kind of sitting there just, like, awkwardly looking at each other. Because he was one of the teachers who was like, "You guys can talk, you know," and then would yell at us for talking to each other. And so we, like, awkwardly looked at each other like, what is going on right now? And he got off the phone and he was like, "Yeah, my ex-wife is trying to steal all my money." And we were like, what? What did you just say to your class of, like, how old was I? 14 and 15-year-olds. Like, what? "My ex-wife is trying to steal all my money." You're a teacher. What money do you really have?
Ooh. Okay.
Like, come on, my guy. We know your salary isn't that good. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Wait.
Because, yeah, one day it was on my period. Yeah. Menstrual cycle. Women. Wow.
Dying.
Yeah. I was on my period and I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, I need to use the restroom." And this was in a different class when I didn't have to, like, bus back and forth. I was like, "Hey, I need to use the restroom really bad." And he's like, "Well, you have to come after class if you do that." And I'm like, "No, I don't." This is the one time I stood up for myself in that class and he never bugged me again. He started saying my name correctly after this too. Because he would purposefully say my name wrong. Because it got on my nerves and he knew that.
Well, sometimes all it takes is standing up for yourself and saying what up.
And he was like, "Well, you have to come after class if you do that. If you go to the bathroom, like, you have to make up your time." Like, and I was like, "No, I'm not doing that." And he's like, "Well, why not?" I'm like, "If you want to clean off blood on your seat, fine. Then I'm not going to the bathroom." And he's like, "Yeah, go." Shut up, man.
Honestly, if I bled through and it was obvious and apparent and I needed to go right then and there, I probably would have just swiped my cooch and just been like, "Here you go. You want to shake my hand?" Take a good whiff.
Takes out tampon and slaps it on the
Gross. I would do that.
I would cry.
I would be that type of person. If I need to go that far, I will.
Hi, puppy. Oh, the puppy's here. Hello, stinky baby. She is kind of stinky.
Her breath.
She's a dog, though.
Oh, hello.
Stinky baby.
Yeah, no. If I need to, I will go all length.
I know you will. I wouldn't have done that, but...
I would have full on swiped
You remember that one gay kid?
Yes.
Right? Him? He looked at me when I got back and he was like, he gave me a thumbs up. He's like, "Yes." Because he was in a class with me. And he'd never seen me, like, stick up for myself like that before. So
he's
it
probably
was
like, hell yeah.
Yeah. Hello, stinky baby. She's a good puppy.
She's a good puppy.
Oh, that's a bottle.
I have got to pay really bad.
I guess you're just gonna hold it.
I guess.
Puppy. Yeah, What else? What else do we have to catch up on? Christmas was great. My aunt sent me a hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
She asked my dad, hey, what's your daughter's favorite colors? She got me a light green hoodie.
I don't think I've ever seen you wear light green.
I've never worn any light colors ever.
Yeah, no, you only wear dark.
I'm messy and I'm chubby. Why?
Bro, same!
Why would I wear light colors? Are you kidding me? Anyway, no, it's a really comfortable hoodie. It's a little tight, but it's comfortable, I guess.
Honestly, if it's tight, it's a no-go for me.
Yeah.
I need it to be baggy.
Yeah, I just, like, I understand that she's trying, and I totally get it. But she's the one person in my family, like, both mom and dad's side, she's the one person in my family that I'm like, I'm not coming to see you ever again unless it's something for your daughter, because your daughter didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She refused to come to my high school graduation party. Like, she lives in a different state, and all she would have had to pay for is the plane ticket. And I understand that's expensive, but thinking about, like, okay, housing and transportation and food and all these other aspects that you might have to pay for on a trip, she didn't have to pay for any of that.
Yeah.
She would have stayed at my house. We would have driven her everywhere. We would have fed her every single meal. The least she could do was pay for a ticket to come see me in this, like, once-in-a-lifetime deal. And she said, I was there listening to that phone call. And she said, yeah, it's too much money to be down there for, like, a week. Well, up there for, like, a week.
Bruh.
Like, I see how you really feel about me. Good to know. Like, she's never really cared about me. It's very obvious. But she's very standoffish to everyone. But
some people just are.
Yeah. I looked at my dad and my mom a couple of days ago, and I was like, because she called my dad and was like, hey, did you get my gift? Which she hadn't even sent it yet. Like, girl, shut up. And my father was like, yeah, no. And she's like, oh, okay. And a couple of other things were discussed. And then this was maybe last month. Early December, probably. So not a couple days ago, but whatever. She said, hey, you guys should come down for Christmas.
Yeah.
I looked at my dad and I mouthed a hard no. Okay? And then, he got off the phone and my mom and dad were both there and I was like, you guys can go see her whenever. I am an adult. I will stay home unless there is something special for her daughter. Because that is the only reason I would go down there, is for her daughter. And they're like, valid. We don't want to see her face either.
Yeah.
Family.
Family is something, eh?
People. We love them. We hate them. People suck. It's my catchphrase, by the way.
Yeah, I say it all the time, too.
Yeah.
People are just something.
Yeah. You got anything else to vent about?
No,
while we're
I'm
here.
Just tired. People annoy me, and job is job.
Mm-hmm. Job is not jobbing.
Yeah, that's true. It's just also like it's stressful having a bunch of people going, hey, where's this, just because they had an entire week of people like sending in orders and there's no one there to put them, and then suddenly this new person who they didn't train well at all are like, hey, you messed up. Like, no way, really?
Yeah.
It's not like I wasn't trained or anything, and just it's a thing.
Yeah, they're really unorganized, and that's kind of really absurd just because of the amount of shipments that you guys get. Mm-hmm. Like, you guys get a crap ton.
Yeah, we're super understaffed, too.
And you're understaffed and so unorganized.
We have to call people from the other facilities to come in and help us. That's how bad it's getting. Because we weren't like this before. We were pretty organized and we had everything in a schedule. And But since a lot of people were dropped and you know, they aren't getting enough people new in because a lot of people have either failed the drug test or have just not done a job well done, which happened, by the way. Guy came in, he tried working with us, and he messed up the entire warehouse. So you can't find where anything is anymore.
That's horrible.
So you have to undo all of that work and still do the work that's coming in fast. So it's just...
Yeah, you guys need someone to go in there and, like, organize your warehouse and, like...
We have,
organize not just your warehouse, but the policies that you have.
Policies could be done by someone else, but we have had this girl come in very late at night to come do that. And unfortunately, she's been overworking herself to the point she's so sick.
Yeah.
To the point even I had to look at her and go, you have to stay home.
Yeah, like, go home, girl.
Like, it was bad. And
yeah.
She was like, well, if I'm not here, nobody else is going to do it. And I'm like...
You're not wrong, but...
Go home!
Yeah. For one person to be trying to organize an entire warehouse is insane. Like... And your boss, didn't you say something about, well, not technically your boss, but, like, your higher-ups coming up to you and being like, oh, yeah, you can't take any more time off? And,
it's
like,
not
yell at you or something?
It's not necessarily that. It was more so of the fact that, like, he was trying to cover me from the higher-ups by basically saying, like, I know you have some issues in life going on, but we have to stay on a schedule or you will end up getting yelled at. So...
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Yeah, and yes, but, like, dude, I wish there was a little bit more, like, understanding, because I do understand that they have to, like, get crap done and, like, get orders out, but also y'all are humans. Like, you also have to understand that, hey,
and, like,
I'm sorry, but my life comes first.
Yeah, and, like, if I miss something, or, like, if I am just a bit late, you know I will make up that time. I will stay late. I have worked multiple 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's just the kind of person you are. You work as hard as you can until you're literally dead. Like, burnt out dead.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you like that, and that's why I was like, hey, let's not get 3 jobs. Because I know you, and you're going to put your heart and soul into every single one, and then you're going to die. We're back from a very, very short break. We cut it for a little bit to get water and use facilities and all that fun stuff. Where were we?
I don't know.
Talking crap about people.
I do know one thing. I hate when I cannot be myself around people.
That's so real.
Because I am a very much so, like...
You're a very genuine person.
Yeah.
Very genuine. Sticks tongue out.
I don't know. I'm weird.
We both are.
Yeah. But it's like, when I have to change the way I dress, act, speak, and behave around someone... I'm not a very bright, happy person.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of mellowed out, and people are like, oh, what's wrong? I'm like, oh, nothing. It's hard to be myself when I can't be myself.
Yeah.
It's just, I hate that, and so whenever, you know, have to be around those people, it only ever better be for something important.
Yes. I remember in high school, actually, you came into school, and you visibly, was shrunk down a little bit. Like, you were kind of hunched over and you were, like, very uncomfortable looking. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And you kind of, like, opened up it a little bit and you're like, oh, nothing. Just, I don't know, people. I was like, Because I knew exactly what you were talking about because I had to do the same thing in middle school. I had to, like, shrink myself down, you know, and be someone who I wasn't. And that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
It sucks. Because sometimes you would go to school and you would still be pretending to be that person.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then someone would be like, yo, you good? And you'd be like, oh, wait, this is a safe person. And you would open back up again.
Yeah.
you know? It's very difficult for me because I'm still, like, looking for who I actually am. Just because I've had so many personalities throughout the year. I used to make one personality for each friend.
Oy.
Like you, someone else, another person, like, just different personalities. And now, like, all of those personalities are melded together in who I am now. But, you know?
Honestly, I kind of did the same. I would change who I was around whoever person depending on how they are.
To fit that person.
Yeah. And I just kind of learned over the years, if they don't accept you, why try?
Why be around them?
Yeah. There's no point.
Also, that's a trauma coping mechanism.
Ah. Didn't know.
Fun fact. Yeah. Go to therapy, guys. You'll learn a lot about yourself.
Nah, too much work.
Too much money. Why go to therapy when you can have friends?
Healthcare? What's that?
Who's she? Starts crying. But yeah, shrinking yourself down is never any fun.
No.
Yeah.
No, it is not. I just...
Yeah.
So I dress a certain way. I like dress very boyish and like comfortable and...
Yeah, that's what you go for. You go for a comfortability? Is that even a word?
I don't know.
Carbonation, you guys. I don't know where it came from because I haven't had any pop recently, but... Pap.
It's like the one day I tried to say butter and said batter.
I remember that.
And your dad said, okay, we'll go get some batter. I couldn't even defend myself.
Yeah, that was great. But I used to like change my personality around my then best friend. We're dating now. My girlfriend and I.
I used to do the same.
Yeah, and like eventually he was like, he got to be a safe person in my eyes, and like I chilled out a little bit more. But yeah, this one person. Okay, I used to be friends with this one person, and I was dating someone, and we broke it off because it was long distance and it really wasn't working for either of us. And it was a very mutual breakup, I feel. They seemed very okay with it. Of course, we were both emotional because, like, we'd been dating for, like, 3 years. But it just wasn't working because it was long distance and parents and all that stuff. But we broke it off. And this person noticed that my then boy best friend was starting to, like, have obvious signs of, like, liking me, you know? I'm saying like a lot, and I really don't like it.
Like, why? I'm kidding.
And they told him, oh, she's gay.
Wow, okay.
And so, like, that broke him. And for a long time, like, he was really sad around me, and I was like, yo, what's your deal? Like, did I do something wrong? And he was like, no. And eventually he told me, and I was like, no, they're wrong, LOL. And that's kind of when, like, our relationship started to progress a little bit. Yeah, he was very sad for a while there.
Man, my situation was I fell for him and he fell harder.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, is he wouldn't open up to me. He wouldn't do anything. He wouldn't even barely talk to me. And it was because he had just gotten out of a year-long situationship of being used.
Super great relationship.
It wasn't even like a relationship.
Yeah.
It was just being used the whole time as a side piece, and whenever she wanted to use him, she could.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when he quote-unquote loves someone, he will do everything in his power to help them. And unfortunately, this person was unhelpable, and he didn't catch on until...
That's an understatement, man.
No kidding. Well, and like, apparently, which he has told me up this recent year, that when he and I started dating, she would message him.
Yeah.
She messaged him saying, hey, I thought we were just on a break. We didn't break it off. Like, why are you with her? And, like, basically saying, like, I'm not done with you. Ugh. And he basically told her to F off. Like, I'm starting something new here and I don't want you.
Yeah. Big proud.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still can't believe she messaged him this year.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
And, I mean, this guy hates her. And it's completely understandable.
Oh, yeah. I've only heard some of the stuff that she's made him do, but dude.
Oh, she's made him do a lot of stuff. Yeah. I mean,
ugh.
Down to the gritty and gross and ickiness. Mm. He's done a lot.
Yeah, it was bad.
Blech.
Like, I used to be like, oh yeah, their relationship is fine. And then, like, I started noticing subtle things about him. Because, like, if you live through something like that, you can tell when other people have lived through something like that. Mm-hmm. I just noticed subtle things. And I was like, their relationship wasn't good. And, like, I didn't know all of it, but I knew, like, she was bad. She was not a good person. No. But I didn't know the extent of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, literally, in this quote-unquote relationship with him, mm-hmm. she would be like, well, I need a break, and then she would go ahead and date a boy, someone else, mm-hmm. and then whenever, like, that didn't work out, she'd come back and be like, hey, like,
yeah,
I guess, like, you need to be my backup, and he just took it.
Yeah.
And then I came around, and I was like, heh, how you doing?
Quotes Joey from Friends.
Well, and like, I would bug him. And here's the thing is, I almost shut down. I almost didn't try anymore.
Yeah.
Because there's one day, I was trying to bug him again, mm-hmm. and I saw on his phone her name mm-hmm. with hearts around it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, he's with someone. Obviously, mm-hmm. it's not going to work for us. And so I kind of stopped trying for a bit there. But then I heard about it being like, it wasn't a thing anymore. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
wait a minute.
So I like, of course I asked him, I was like, hey, I could help you with this assignment. Just up to you. Mm-hmm. And that's when he finally gave me a chance, and it kind of sparked on from there.
Yeah. And, like, you started dating before Connor and I did, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, I just name dropped him. Yikes. It's okay. It's a very common name. Like, tell me we don't all know someone named that.
I know several.
Yeah. Okay. Because you and I, we've known each other since what? 7th grade? 7th, 8th grade?
6th, 7th. Shut up. That was not on purpose.
I know it wasn't. So, middle school years.
Yeah.
Okay? And,
probably 7th.
When you started dating him, I was like, she's trying again.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't really remember anything from middle school to high school.
I blocked out all of 7th grade.
I kind of blocked out everything.
True.
What do you remember of us then?
History.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Because, like, one day we just kind of started talking. I think we bonded over the hate of that class.
I think we did.
Because that teacher sucked.
He sucked. He was a great teacher, but he was not good at teaching.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't a great teacher. You're wrong.
The one with the big beard, right?
No.
Oh, which one?
It wasn't, it was,
Lear?
No, it was not him. It was the other one, the middle school one.
Oh, okay, because I was thinking...
Bejertness. Yeah, him. Yeah, he was never there because, quote-unquote, COVID. Okay. And then he assigned, like, a 60-page slideshow that you had to, like, write a bibliography on each person the day before it was due.
Yeah.
He assigned it on a Thursday, due on Friday at 11:59 p.m.
I hated it.
I finished it. I did every single page.
Oy.
And you know how he said, oh yeah, for those of you who like actually did it, I will give you extra credit.
Never did.
He supposedly tacked on some extra credit to a test that I took. I had a D on that test and it stayed a D.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Anyway.
No, I never really tried.
Man. I was so mad. I still am mad. And, like, he pulled me out to the hallway and, like, talked to me and, like, got down in my face and was like, your parents called me and they were concerned about your grade. And I was like, I am not a child. Like, I am not a baby. Stop speaking to me as though I am. Like, I understand words. Like, punch you in the face. Anyway. I'm still mad about that.
That's funny.
No, it's not.
It says you laughing.
Shut up. I'm laughing over trauma.
Literally. Yeah, no, it was in the one history class, though, that he and I bonded in. It was like it was with the history teacher that had the beard. And
yeah.
He kind of just, he didn't really teach well. He was an awesome teacher, but he just wasn't.
Yeah, his teaching style was a little funky.
Yeah.
Yeah. He box jumped a desk.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool, though.
That was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
He's great.
He's great. We saw him at the pumpkin patch, Connor and I, when we were on a date one time.
Ooh.
And he was with his kids and his wife. And he was like, hey, you guys, are you officially dating? Because it was very obvious that we liked each other back in that class.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, yeah.
Well, I think it was pretty obvious between me and my boyfriend.
Yeah, most definitely.
Especially since I was trying hard. When I want something, I try.
Yeah.
Especially if it's something I really want.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just...
Like those finals in your senior year. Dude, I have never seen you that focused, ever. Dude, okay. Yapper, like... I don't know if you know the scene that I'm talking about, but there's this one movie. What's it called? What's his face? Hold on. Let me look it up.
Sorry. That's random.
Okay, it's Bruce Almighty, okay?
Ah.
Okay. What's his face? Jim Carrey, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So he gets on the computer and he's like, okay, I need to answer all of these prayers. Let's make them sticky notes. And his apartment is covered in sticky notes. So it doesn't work. And then next he goes to, okay, I need to make these prayers filing cabinets. And his entire apartment is filled with filing cabinets. Like he can't go anywhere, okay? And then finally he says, email. Just make them emails. And he gets on his computer, and there are like almost 1 million, okay, on his computer, and he just starts typing, rapidly typing. I'll probably put like the GIF in the video if I can. And that's what you looked like.
I was locked in.
You were locked in. I've never seen you that locked in before. I was low-key proud of you.
I was like, I need a pass.
You did need to pass.
I was already gonna pass, but I was like, I need a for sure no, I will pass. Yeah. So I don't have to stress about it. Which I still did, but not as bad.
Yeah.
But I was locked the freak in.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh, I was freaking out. I was like, okay, everybody shut up! I need to do this right now.
I walked into that room, and you looked up, gave me a glare, and said, hey, and then looked back at your paper, and I was like, holy crap.
That's me.
I was like, dang, she logged in.
I know, apparently Vetter was trying to talk to me several times, but I was so focused that I didn't hear her.
Yeah.
I was like...
Yeah, dude.
I passed.
You did. You did pass.
I'm just that guy.
Okay.
I'm really not. I just... Oh.
You try when it counts.
Yeah. I put in all my effort.
Yeah. Like I said, we no to 3 jobs. Okay, Rita, don't look at me like that. No. Stop it. Don't do it again. Looks away and does it again.
Yeah. No. I'm working 1. And that 1 is taking up so much of my time.
Yeah. My boyfriend burned his hand on a fryer the other day.
Bruh.
Yeah. I was like, did you, like, clean it or, like, take care of it in any way? And he was like, I ran it under coldish water. I was like, oh my god. Okay.
I can't even, like, be disappointed because I would do the same. That's how I am with everything. I'm just like, run it under some water, throw a tissue paper on it, call it good.
I'm a baby when it comes to burns. Hi, puppy.
Oh, hello, Stinky.
It's like every time I picture you lick. Yeah, it's kind of strange. So I'm a baby when it comes to burns, and like I take care of it. Like Loki, I do the Neosporin. I do whatever else I need to do. I can't remember it off the top of my head because I have to look it up every time I burn myself. Anyway.
I just sit there and I'm like, that hurts.
Ow, pain. And it's like on his thumb, like right in there.
Oh.
And it's like this big, okay? And the other day it was purple.
Purple?
Mm-hmm.
Brother.
And I was like, honey, this isn't good. And he's like, it only hurts like when it's under warm stuff. And then he touches it and he's like, I guess when you touch it too. I'm like, what? No.
I guess.
I guess when you touch it too.
Bruh.
I love him, but holy crap.
You know what I love about my boyfriend and I? Mm. That we both have grown together.
Mm-hmm.
And grown in belly-wise.
Dude, same.
We've been together for 3 years, and he and I have gained a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So I saw a picture of us on 4th of July 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. He and I were skinny, and now we're both fat, old, and just... We're like, this is a ride or die now.
Yeah. That's how my boyfriend and I are. We've both gained weight, and we both want to go to the gym at MSU, but, like, of course, I have trauma around the gym. Bashes my head on the table. So I have to, like, get over that before next year, because we can't do it in the summer. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to college to work out in the summer.
No.
You kidding me? No. So we have to, like, figure that out.
Well, I've lost weight before. The only thing that I did, though, was I cut my eating down a lot. And I was at my grandparents', so I ended up working a lot, so I never really ate, so I ended up losing a lot of weight, but then, you know, I'd come back home and gain it all back, even extra. And it was a back and forth cycle, and now I'm just fat. I'm just stuck at fat.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm happy. I couldn't care.
Yeah, I lost like 50 pounds in the span of like 4 months.
Oh.
Fun fact. Yeah, don't do that, guys. It's not worth it. I promise. It doesn't change the way you look that much. It really doesn't.
No.
If you're trying to lose weight really, really, really fast, unless you're on like Ozempic or something, you're not going to look any different.
No.
Like maybe my face was a little less chubby, but I didn't look that different.
It's really not it. I mean,
yeah.
It's just, I don't
know. Lose weight healthily.
Yeah.
Go to the gym, eat healthy meals.
Make a schedule and
count
keep to it.
Macronutrients rather than micro. Micro is calories. Macro is like carbs and proteins and all that stuff. Just do it healthily, please. I understand that some of you might struggle with an eating disorder, and that's totally okay. You just need to work on it.
Yeah.
That's all we ask, is work on it the best you can.
And if you know what's causing you the issue, don't keep doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you're around somebody that makes you feel like you need to do that, get away from them. Or tell them, like, hey, I don't appreciate you doing that.
Like, if they're going to be a huge issue to what's causing the issues for you, it ain't worth it.
No, it's not.
Yeah. It's your life over pleasing someone.
Yep, literally. Like, that could cause death. And we love y'all, even though we don't know y'all. But we don't want to see anybody's life go to waste like that.
Not worth it.
Really not. I've been down that rabbit hole. It's not fun. I'm still recovering, and that was in middle school. Not the 4 months thing. The 4 months thing was in junior year. But middle school was 10 times worse. Don't do it. Just don't.
And if you need to talk to them, you can.
Yeah.
I know my boyfriend and I. So, like, you know, he had that terrible relationship for me, or situationship, I should say. He got so used to her ways that he treated me like her, especially when I was sad. Which, when it came down to being sad with her, apparently she just wanted to be alone and that he was the issue and blah, blah, blah. So he would clam up. Well, when I'm sad, I need someone to be there to bug me.
Yeah.
Because I get very dark thoughts very fast, and then I spiral and I get stuck. And if someone's there to comfort me, all I can think about is, well, this person's there.
Yeah.
I feel safe.
Yeah.
Well, and every time I had an issue, I basically, like, you know, would go upstairs, walk away, and just, you know, hope that he would come find me.
Yeah, or follow you at least.
Nope. He would just go to bed.
Yeah.
And that made me angry. And one night it got so bad, I tested him 3 times, nothing. And basically I broke, and I was, okay, here's the depiction. When I'm angry, I smile.
Yes.
Very, very angry.
Which is also a trauma coping mechanism.
Which I hate, because no one takes me serious. But I smile pretty hard. But I was shaking violently, and I was smiling in a really creepy way, and I was angry, and you could tell. And I was like, if you
do not do something.
If you don't do anything, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
This is the end.
Like, Ari will come pick me up, and I will live at her house.
Yes, I was ready to drop everything in life. And he finally started taking me serious, and we were talking, and I basically broke, and I was like, stop treating me like her. I'm not her. And he cried.
Yeah.
He genuinely cried after that, because
it got to him. Like, he realized.
Yeah, he realized, like, wow, I've been a real piece of crap, and I've been treating her like crap.
Yeah. With my boyfriend, he was in kind of a not great relationship either. So I was in a really dark place in my what year was that? Sophomore/junior year? Yeah. About then. And stuff was happening, and he freaked out about it a little bit. Because his ex would do that, and it would get to the point of, like, holy crap, like, she's the reason he doesn't FaceTime me ever. And so he talked to me about it. This is kind of when, like, we realized, okay, communication is really important, especially with me and all my trauma and frustration noises. And he told me, like, yeah, I got really scared, like, when I saw that. I was like, yeah, it's not... It's just a coping mechanism. Like, it's nothing more...
Nothing less.
Nothing less. And he understood, and so, like, I can talk freely about pretty much anything around him. And when he's sad, he shuts down. Which, totally fine. Like, I know how to deal with that. Mm-hmm. And, like, I just hold him until he's fine to talk. And I give him the, once in a while, it's okay, I'm not mad, you're safe, stuff like that. I hope it helps. He hasn't said, like, yo, yes. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it helps.
I mean, speaking of, like, phone calls, I mean, my boyfriend had the issue of, if you were on a call and you just hung up randomly on him. That's what she used to do to him. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, if I had to go, I would be like, okay, bye, I'm sorry. And if he didn't catch it, he'd freak out and he'd be like, what's going on? And I would message him later going, hey, I'm so sorry. You probably didn't hear me, but I had to go. And he would understand. Mm-hmm. It's just, it was hard for him to get over that. Yeah. I don't think he's fully over that still. But if he knows that we were both joking, then he knows it's just a joke. Yeah. And, like, the whole, like, he also shuts down. Mm-hmm. He doesn't shut down as bad as before. Sometimes if he is having an issue, he will just come and talk to me about it. But there's still times where he shuts down. And I'm like, hey, what's wrong? And he's just like, everything sucks. And I'm like, okay, I get it. But when he starts attacking me when he's in that mode.
How do you mean attack? Like, verbal?
Verbal, yes. Never physical. No, he would never get physical. It's more...
Better not.
No, it's more so like... You know how when someone gets snippy and, like, sassy?
Yes. You're like, check your tone!
Yes. Basically, sometimes that will happen, and I sit there and I'm like, okay, well, I don't have to deal with you, and I'm leaving. And he goes, wait, I'm sorry? Whoa, that was wrong of me. Please come back. And I'm like, okay. What do you have to say in an appropriate way? And he's like, okay, well, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yes. Okay, well, then I can help. I don't take crap from people, not even my own boyfriend.
And, like, that's really good. And we all are guilty of getting a little snippy when we're mad or annoyed or whatever the case may be. It's just we have to try to keep it in check.
And, like, sometimes I'll have to get myself in check, and he doesn't. Because he's, like, sometimes he's like, well... if I, like, correct her, then she'll be upset with me. And I'm like, yeah, I'll probably be upset for a couple minutes, but then I'll realize he was right.
Yeah.
And then I'll correct myself and be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it's like...
It takes a minute for your brain to, like, go through the processes of logic rather than emotion, because emotion is the first thing that develops. That's all you know as a kid. So when... Side rant... When your parents say, stop being so emotional, or you don't know anything about emotion, that's not true. You do. That is the only thing that you know for sure is your emotions. Yeah. Which is kind of annoying because, holy crap.
Yeah.
And then later in life, your logic develops more. About 25 years of age, it kind of is done, I think, is what they say. But it takes a minute. It's evolutionary.
Yeah. It's just...
Yeah, it's frustrating.
And, like, it actually makes me more angry if you don't put me in check. And when I have to put myself in check.
Yeah, because then you feel guilty.
Yeah, I feel guilty. And I'm like, why did you say something?
Yeah.
And it's like... well, because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's bullcrap. I don't want the excuses. I want an actual reasoning of why you didn't.
Yeah. And with me, like, when I'm scared or when something's wrong and I don't like that feeling, the easiest feeling for me to feel is anger. So, like, when I'm scared, I just look pissed.
Yeah.
Sorry for the language, but that's what I look like.
You do, actually. It's scary.
So, like, when I'm scared, I get mad and I start yelling, and my boyfriend now knows, like, oh, she's just freaking out on the inside, and she doesn't know how to show it correctly, which is fair, because I don't.
Yeah. When I get, like, scared and or, like, stressed, I will tend to, like, sometimes distance myself or even go for a car ride. But, like, if I've been keeping it in for a while and they finally just, like, because sometimes he'll sit there and he'll ask me what's wrong, and I hate having to talk about feelings because I grew up, you know, with, you know, why talk about your feelings? That's your own problem. It's not anyone else's. You shouldn't be projecting. And it's like, okay, well, I
guess I'm just alone, LOL.
Yeah. And so sometimes he'll kind of snap at me like, what's wrong? And so I'll finally, like, give in. And I'll be like, okay, well, blah, blah, blah. And I will just start rambling. And I'll start crying and hyperventilating. And then they're like, oh.
Where'd all this come from?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because with my boyfriend, he bothers me until I tell him, which is helpful for me because it takes a bit. It takes a bit for my brain to be like, okay, what's actually wrong? And I have to go through the process of, why am I mad? Well, am I even mad, or am I scared, or feel guilty, or feel stupid, or whatever? Whatever emotion is harder to feel than anger for me. And I'm like, okay, well, no, I just feel guilty. Well, why do you feel guilty? Okay, well, I did this. Well, why did you do that? I did it because of this. You know, I treat myself like a toddler. Like, if I'm trying to figure something out, I say, why? 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 Why?
Why?
You know what I mean? And it helps. It helps you analyze what's going on in your brain.
Yeah.
Therapy. You learn a lot.
No kidding.
Take the spoon, kids.
I remember that. I think you talked about that on an episode too.
Should I talk about it again?
No,
just in
it's
case?
such a long talk.
That's not
no,
that
it's
long.
not that long, no. But the recording is long.
True.
Well, I think this is all we got to ramble about this time. I guess we will see you guys in the next episode. We will probably go now because we're both very sleep deprived.
Obviously.
It's a whole thing tonight. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.